Good afternoon everyone. I thought in today's episode I would give a rundown of all my camping gear. So my camping gear is quite basic, but it does everything that I want it to do, and I thought I'd break it down into tents, sleeping bags, clothes and bits and bobs. So I'm just going to assemble everything and we'll go through it. So hopefully I can film this before the sun sets over there, because I'm filming this after work. As you can see, I've got two tents, and this one is my larger tent. It's a two-person tent, and it's a tent I don't really use that often. It's a super basic tent. You know, kind of bog standard tent that you get, that you probably take to a festival. But I mainly use this tent when I want a bit more room and when I'm feeling a bit more luxurious, as opposed to my badly pitched one-person tent. It's from Wilco's. And this one is my little cozy one-person tent. Both tents are quite old now. As you can tell here, I'm in dire need of a new pole for my tent. Yeah, like with that tent, the elastic's gone in the poles, and also this metal is starting to bend. But aside from that, it works fine for me. I haven't pitched my tents just because the ground is too hard, but yeah, it is quite a snug fit in there. And the brand, for those that are interested, is a Soloista 2000 apparently. So those are my two basic tents. So, just your bog standard bivy bag. I have two types of mattresses that I use. My go-to, which I pretty much take everywhere with me, is this really basic foam mat. It's super lightweight. I'm quite good at sleeping on hard floors. This pretty much comes with me everywhere I go. And then in winter, when you need a bit more protection from below, I have this air mattress. I got this about a year ago and it's really good. The brand is Hike Venture, and I think the first time I used this was in February 2023 when it was super cold, and this did just the job. Wow, this is massive. I'm gonna inflate it and then put it inside my bivy bag. This feels quite nice. Before delaying on this. The only thing that I'm not very good about with these is deflating it and folding it away. I always find I can never get all the air out, and then when I roll it up, it does not fit back into the bag that it came out of. So if anybody has any tips for air mattresses, let me know. In winter, when it's really cold, I've obviously got my winter sleeping bag, but I've also got this big thermal fleece blanket. It just zips up at the ends, and it's just like a regular sleeping bag, apart from it's just a kind of thermal blanket, so I use that in winter. And I have my winter sleeping bag. I've got three, and this one is huge, and I think someone asked me the brand, and I'm not sure what the brand is because it's that old, all the labels have worn off. And this is probably my really super sunny sleeping bag, the size difference of those two. And then I've also got a red one which is in between. This one is super puffy. Probably due to have a bit of wash. It's quite old, I need to fix it there. And then this one is my regular sleeping bag, which I use most often. I think I got this from Mountain Warehouse, and it's just a super basic 1 to 2 season sleeping bag. And this one is a microlight, which I got from Tesco. And this I think I got for when I went travelling around Europe. So it was just a really convenient size, and it's just even lighter and smaller. So winter, mid-season, and light in summer. This is what I normally wear to bed, it's just thermals. And then I usually have some cozy slippers or some bed socks. Plus my regular hat. If it's super cold in winter, I normally wear these super fashionable woolly trousers, which are really comfortable. But obviously I've got hoodies, my puffy jacket and gloves, which I normally wear. I've got 2 types of stoves. I have this one, which is really old. It's just a clip-on one. Turn the gas on and you light it there. And voila, so that's just a really basic lightweight one. And then this little one I got last year. It has little legs, as so. So turn the gas on. This one actually comes with a clicker, which is super useful because there's been a few occasions where I've taken this stove camping and I've forgotten a lighter. And I've got a few cooking utensil or eating basics, and sometimes I eat straight out the packet. I've got 2 spoons, lovely wooden one, and then I've got a metal one. This is my little tea making set. It's got a few bits and bobs in here, a few goodies. It's got some sprinkles if you're feeling for some hot chocolates, and some tea bags because I don't drink coffee. And I do have some mugs, but I forgot to bring mine, but I will find a clip of it somewhere. So I've actually got sprinkles. I'm probably just going to eat the chocolate ones, but I've got a few of those ones. Pop them on there. And I've got orange and chocolate powder. If it wasn't chocolatey enough. This is my bag of electronics, and I've also got a simple battery pack and a USB cable for my phone. If I'm going somewhere where there's not going to be access to much water, instead of carrying it out, I use a SteriPen. Then pop it in some water, and it takes about 90 seconds to sterilise any bacteria in 1 litre of water. I had this on the Pacific Crest Trail and it was amazing. It discharges by micro USB and it was so quick. I never got ill from using it, and yeah, I definitely recommend. And I've got a little pen knife, nothing fancy, just really basic. Don't always take that, but decide to do your own one. I've got a really bright head torch. That does the job. I try not to use this after dark because I don't want to draw attention to myself when I'm wild camping, but this one is a really great one. It's called a LED lenser and I recommend it. And then I also carry a mini first aid kit. It just has a few basic items, and I think everybody should pack one of these out and have it tailored to suit you or any kind of situation that will arise. But also, more importantly, is know how to use the contents of your first aid kit. So I think that's, well, it's not everything, it's not an extensive list. If it's going to rain, then I pack out waterproofs. But yeah, that's quite a basic roundup of all my gear. And it all fits into this 40 litres Mountain Warehouse rucksack. I've had this for ages. You can probably tell by how raggedy it is. And yeah, toilet roll, very important. As you can see, there's nothing special about my gear. It's just a mishmash of things I've acquired over the years. And this video is not sponsored or anything. I'm super excited that the weather is finally turning, because I don't know about for you guys, but where I've been, it's been raining cats and dogs for a long time and the ground's sodden. Today was the first warm spring day that we've had in a long time. I can't wait to get out. But of course that means one thing as well, and I can see a few around me right now, is that it's midgie season. Yeah. I did go for a hike with my friends yesterday, and I think I might have spotted a few potential wild camps, so I'm going to be getting out and about very soon. And yeah, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a wild camp very soon. Take care, guys.